In the dungeon boss justice system, YouTube is represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the PvP teams who defend the tower, and the influencers who would traverse it. These are their stories. Good afternoon, my dungeon boss brethren. It is yet another Tuesday, Tower Tuesday. We're coming off a real heater in terms of beating the tower. We've proved that tactics can go a long way. We've also proven, specifically to myself, I was proven mostly wrong. The light team is a force to be reckoned with as far as the tower goes. Today, because I am maybe a little bit pressed for time, and because I did take a sneak peek of what the tower has to hold, we're going to focus on going all light all the time, no damage soakers, period, none. So no matter how much it's going to look like it's unwinnable or it's foolish to do so, we're going to go with the light team and assume that with um, Jin doing his silence, we're not going to get hurt by anybody. We saw last time that Jin can die. I did raise hero levels a little bit. We're coming at you today at player level 67. My two teams, Goblin team and Light team, are at 62. So 5 level disparity, plus the normal difference what the tower throws at us. But looking at these first couple of floors here, there's nothing overly threatening that a Light team cannot overcome. It actually looks like a pretty modest tower altogether. And we don't even see Rayla show up till floor 9, and it's not on a light team. We don't see any constructs plus Nibius. We really don't see anything that's overly threatening towards a light team. So what I'm going to go for today is a full-blown light team, win at all costs, and then if they die, they die. I'll try and bring in some goblins as a sub, but because the rest of my heroes are such lower levels and lower strength, I just don't know that it's going to be worth going on further past that. If so, I will just fast forward to the end at that point, so we don't have to, watch it if you don't want to. But we're going to try and go to one shot, beat the tower without dying. I believe that is an achievement. I would certainly like to get it. I did it in the past. I feel like I could probably do it again now, especially with the way things look. It would be better if I leveled my heroes up, but however, just to point out here, I am disastrously low on XP potions. Now, I do have a plan for this long term. I do have many, many, many gems and many, many, many summons. I am going to come around and get some extra XP potions. I'm just saving that for another day, though. So, this is currently to prove that you can go through this game so far, achieve success in the tower just by playing, not having to spend your currency in any capacity at all, and you can still beat the tower, as I've proven multiple times now on video. So let's see what Full Blown Light Team does for us. We're going to ride that baby until she bucks us. And who knows, maybe I'll get rocked in the first floor. Wouldn't that be absolutely hilarious? Now that we're not going to soak any damages, we're not messing around with any type of people that are going to um, save us from the hardest hitting people. So I didn't see really any Jin in the tower where the team would silence my team. So we shouldn't be in a spot where somebody's going to come out and do absolutely ridiculous damage. We do have one critical rule in place for this time as well that I did not really honor last time, and I think it was part of the reason why Jin died. And that is every time Echo has his charge up, no matter where everybody else's energy is at, we are using the charge with Echo. No questions asked. We're not going to let it go another turn just to maximize our efforts there. We are not going to do that. Um, I will go back and forth between Rayla's first and third ability, mostly just because I know the general routine is to use her third ability to keep her safe. I do feel pretty confident a lot of times to use her first ability to get everybody else's abilities out. I mean, that's a great way to start most matches. So I'm going to keep that going. With the shields and the general ability to mitigate damage, I should be all right for the most part without having to worry about dying on the first turn. Um, with that said, I really don't know who they're going to attack first, so I'm just going to work on energy. So with Lorelei, yeah, heals are great, but I'm gonna make sure that we keep everybody's energy coming up. Um, be great if I could kill them before Voodoo Chant, but it is what it is. Um, all right, so let's just keep on pounding with the AOE's then, and then Rayla's ability is gonna be up, and now we should be in like Flynn. There we go. Let's do some killing. They all have to attack her. Um, I don't need the gift of flight right now. Nobody needs heals. Nobody needs reflecting. So we just work on killing. I am going to use Echo religiously. If he's got a skill up, we're going to use it. That includes things besides his charge. So all abilities all the time for just about everybody. Charge is up. We got to use charge. Like I said, no ifs, ands, or buts. Because even though it'd be great to use electricity here and nuke him, he's still gonna heal and undo all that damage anyways. It's a smarter play to get my third ability back, as well as anybody else that has spent energy. So like I said, we are not going to do anything that is going to jeopardize um, our ability to maintain energy. Um, Perfect timing for Rayla's second ability because it's not critical for her opening 2 rounds of attacks. So a good little one-off there. All things considered, any round we get through where we're at full health, even if we're not at full energy, is a win for us. That was a good opening round. 1 for 1. And also, I do not have a plan for substitutes. I didn't level anybody else up to 62, so I don't have a backup if somebody dies here. So if I do lose a light person, it's probably going to end up being Masuda, but I truthfully do not quite know who it would be. I'll look back at my roster even when that happens. Back-to-back teams with Spitfire. Not really the end of the world. I mean, it is what it is. I'll still take away his energy. All right, this time we're going to do lightning instead of his other attack. Get a little extra AoE in there. Don't think we need to silence. We'll just keep piling on the DPS there. Again, Rayla's second ability. Always good for a kill shot there. 2 for 2. We are rocking it. We're going for record time tonight and for achievement. And proof of concept for anybody else that's actually working on their light team. If you want to milk the tower for all it's worth, guessing that light team is probably going to be your best ally in that endeavor. Just keep in mind that you don't want to neglect the rest of your roster by using all of your XP potions just on this light team. We'll get into some grind optimization in a couple of weeks. I do have that queued up as a video, but that's not for today. Now, thought process here. They got a lot of fast people, a lot of people that could do some killing. So smartest play on this spot here is to indeed use Rayla's third ability. We want everyone shrouded. We want everyone targeting Rayla because Jin just took a pot shot. So as far as damage goes, I'm going to stick with the elemental advantage and avoid any type of, I guess, catastrophe with Shadow Blade coming in and hitting me. So, alright, time for some heals. And now the charge. Like I said, every single time we are charging. And now we can, I think in this case here, silencing is going to be better. We don't want them using their powerful abilities. Alright, so now let's keep the AoEs going. They don't have any heals, so we may as well pile it on and let that lightning proc nicely. And then Jin should be able to do cleanup on this here once we're done. Alrighty. I'm going to save his third ability for next round. So we'll use his first ability. Since Rayla's first ability is going to be on cooldown, again, always, I guess it's not. So always important to keep an eye on those abilities. Now, if I was really going true OCD method here, I would be jotting these things down, but that would make this video 2 hours instead of 1 hour. And since I'm guessing that nobody even watches a full hour, nobody's ever going to watch 2 hours. So that's that. Another hodgepodge team coming at you. We got Furnace, who's just there, and then Hopper. Zen is the only real person that's, gonna do much here. He's, protecting people. As far as damage goes, truth be told, it's Jabber that does the most damage. That's pretty odd, but so we're gonna kill him first. Rather, we're gonna attempt to kill him. Should always use that disclaimer that we're trying our best. Um, as it stands, it looks like Hopper's gonna go down anyways, so may as well throw a few at her then, if that's how it's gonna be. Charge with Echo. Always charge with Echo. Can't forget that rule for today. All right, next up, do I silence or do I bring on the storm? That's a great question. At this point, silence indeed. Alrighty, now I'm gonna drain. So here's the big thing. I'm gonna drain from Furnace. Um, for one reason, we do not want Furnace to do a massive energy reset on us. That would be catastrophic. He'll probably still get that off anyways, but hopefully at a point where we can cycle through and take it. We don't want to be in a spot where we go into the next match with no energy whatsoever. That would be bad. Nobody needs healing or anything, so I guess we just keep on attacking here. We have to charge. We'll get Echo's attack next time. Alright, back to silence. That should keep Furnace off of our asses for another turn. He's about to explode too, jeez. Jabber's putting up a good fight. Alright, here we go. So again, we will charge up, take energy, give it to myself. Do this here just for multiple hits. There. I don't like that he does, damage, on death, but we should be able to open up with Lorelei's Gift of Flight. We should be all right as far as heals on this next one. Cruising right along though. Now is our first one that's going to be some potent damage dealers because we're dealing with Agnon, who's not going to he's not going to die on the first turn. Archon is going to do some serious AoEs. The way that it's going here, I'm pretty much strong armed into using Rayla's second ability, which if I'd had a little bit of more foresight on the tower itself, I might have been able to plan for that a little bit more carefully. Actually, no, I don't. I was thinking Rayla's. I don't know what I was thinking. Her third ability is going to be fine. I was thinking her thing was going to be the middle one. But no, this is actually going to work out nicely because then Agnon will be forced to target her. That's what I wanted. And I'll just use Lorelei's. I'll use Lorelei's ability natively. We don't have to worry about it proccing. And if we get rid of Archon right from the start, that would be awesome. All right, Gift of Flight, get some heals. We should be just about able to take out Archon on this round, I think. Charge up. The heals did not do much, if we're being honest here. So we just have to be cautious, that's all. We're going to silence for sure. We can't have anybody doing something that we don't want to. That Archon's really taking it. There we go. We got him out. They're still targeting Rayla. And so I think what we will do, because they're targeting Rayla, damage taken, she's not going to take any damage. So if she's not going to take any damage, it's not going to reflect any back. So let's focus on um, removing Agnon's energy. Reason being, Terror Storm is going to hit everybody. Um, that'd be a big no bueno there. We got to avoid Terror Storm at all costs. Especially with elemental advantage. It's bad, bad mama jama there. I think that is reflecting. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit cautious on that one. Not throw too much damage at her if I don't have to. And focus more on my own health here. So again, we will silence the lot. That should be good for us. And I think we'll focus on making sure that Rayla does not, or make sure the rest of the team doesn't take damage. Now we can pretty much do whatever we like. Can moderate our health here. Fortunately, that did not do too much damage to myself. Let's do first ability. Since we're mostly using Rayla's third ability, um, that actually hit quite a bit harder. There's Archon. Guess I wasn't paying attention to what was going to go down with him. Let's get his energy out of there. Recharge my own. I know I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go for a kill shot, but again, I'm being very deliberate. If I break my rules now, then there's no point in having rules. So let's stick to the plan. And do what's working for us so far. We do have to heal Jin. That is going to be a concern growing as we progress a little bit further. Maybe not so much on this round here. This should be a nice recovery round. Keep silence on Nub Nub long enough. We should be able to kill them without too much fuss. Making good time though. Alright, so they're all silenced. Nub Nub is not silenced. Third ability is not going to silence him. Opening round damage is not going to be very high, so we're going to go ahead and get our Gift of Flight to... You know what? Actually, we're not. No, that's not a good idea. Even Silence. Dagon is going to do a massive hit against Jin if he targets him, so he's probably the most threatening, to be honest. I know Selwyn's got some crowd control, and Val can be unpredictable, but as far as pure damage, I am mostly worried about Dagon. So let's heal Jin, safety first, charge as we always do, and then we're going to do more silence again. That works good for us. And then let's work on taking him out. There, perfect. Perfectly executed. Now, reflection again, or heals, or straight attack. We could try to kill Nub Nub. I don't know if it's gonna work, so see what we can get out of this. Nothing yet. Just gonna go back to working on Valken. Nub Nub is best saved to the very end. I will take Nub Nub's energy though. Yes, please and thank you. Charge. We always got to charge. And then let's do some kill shots here. Got Selwyn gone. Oh, Valken's invincible. Shoot. Pay attention. Come on. Foolish on my part there. Totally, totally botched that one. Again, I'll keep taking Nub Nub's energy all day though. I will gladly do so. We'll throw silence in there for good measure. Now Valken dies. How about that? All right. Let's see if I can't finish him off. There we go. Team finished, full health and pretty good energy. So great round for us. Now we're transitioning into the final stages. Another non-threatening team. There are a lot of stars thrown at us. Yeah, 23 out of 24. But I think we're going to be okay. It looks like Serenity is going to be our problem child here. Maybe Ignis with a burn, but I don't think that I should be worried too much about debuffs with this team. If I understand the light team well enough, debuffs are generally not an issue. So let's yeah, like I said, keep Rayla alive at all costs. Got a lot of good defense. They're mitigating their damage pretty good, but all right. So Gift of Flight, they're basically all melee. So I'm gonna take the Gift of Flight on this one, just to mitigate any AOE damage that comes my way. If Serenity gets her attack off, that's gonna hurt pretty bad. It may damn near kill Jin outright if she gets that off. Again, silence above just about everything else. There's the heal. They got regeneration now, so silence didn't come fast enough. That's just how it is. That's really Cobressa's only major heal, I think. So I think for our purposes here, it's keep Serenity from doing her AoE. If that's removing energy, it's removing energy. That was a little bit of bad RNG in terms of who that hit there. Once Serenity's gone, basic damage from Ella. I don't picture her as a high damage dealer, but she does have elemental advantage, so I do want to take her out. Point of interest here. Rayla does not have her. She does not have her invincibility. I don't know where it went. If it just wore out. I I don't know who they're gonna target, so I was gonna put the reflection on her, but if they're not gonna target her, I just don't know. Again, I could probably go for a kill shot here, but rules are rules. We're charging every time. That was our plan. And now we can go back to silencing. Should keep us healthy for just a little bit. Kill shot Cobressa. And then remove energy from Ella. Oh, she dodged it, that little bee. The reason I was going for Ella is I didn't want her to take I didn't want her to do her charm and charm Rayla into attacking my team, and now Jin just died. Well, there goes the perfect run. Son of a bee sting. I am I'm so bummed out for a multitude of reasons. Because one, this shouldn't have been a casualty floor. It really shouldn't have been. It really should not have been. Gosh darn it. And because I was, that close to a perfect run. Now that's not saying that I wouldn't have lost somebody elsewhere, but man, it's just really unfortunate. So yeah, say what you want about the missing runes in this game, but throwing some defensive runes on Jin could be a lifesaver, that's for sure. Um, and who knows, maybe this floor just dragged on too long. There was an issue with Rayla lost her invincibility and I think her taunt. I do have to go back and look to see what actually happened there. All right, I need a replacement damage dealer. Masuda. Yes, you don't have anybody high enough. Do I have any elves? Because the command from Rayla works with elves too. I think the smart play here is going to put in Willow. She's 6 stars. She's got decent enough level. She's fast, and she's an elf. So hopefully it checks all the boxes for synergizing with Rayla and this team in general. The extra lightning from Jin though, and the silence. Oh boy, we're gonna suffer from the lack of silence. That's why Jin makes or breaks the team. It truly is. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be eh, not too happy. Without Jin and the silence, we're gonna be hard pressed to you know survive. Guess that's the benefit of bringing in people to soak damage is to avoid things like that. We'll focus on what we do have, evasion or try that one. I was hoping that would do that because then I got the ability back. I mean, she does have to survive. I need her to survive, right? And, all right, let's keep on plugging away. All right, so let's steal. Whose energy do we even want to steal? Let's. I don't know. I really don't. Right now, I'm just worried about healing Willow. That's really all I want is to heal Willow so that I can use her the next round too. Heal Willow. Lightning. Of course, that didn't work. There's Niveus. Of course, there's Niveus. Oh, let's see if I can kill him. I'd love if he goes down again. Thank God. All right, can I heal? I can get energy back. I think that's more important. We'll get heal on the next opportunity. And let's go with evasion again. No, not evasion. Sorry, wrong one. Lorelei desperately needs a heal. Even Rayla. I mean, we're in a bad spot now. Just goes to show what Jin brings to the table. Silence on his opening debuff, as well as silence on his ability that's routinely off of cooldown. Um, Rayla's going to come in and wipe my team. It's a bummer. Again, we're not gonna back down from this. We're gonna run it as it is, and then we'll see if goblins are even capable of coming in for cleanup. I don't think they will be. We'll try it one time, and then we'll call it quits. Like I said, I have less time today. Fortunately, Rayla doesn't do a ton of damage, so we're able to survive that first hit. I really thought that Lorelai's ability heals, but I guess she's got to deal damage. She doesn't do hardly any damage, so that makes sense. All right, let's heal Rayla, keep her alive for a little bit. Do some. I don't even know what we're doing. We're gonna try and survive. There they go. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, pretty confident goblins can clean this mess up. Let me go. Gretel, Squinch, Nub Nub. Good run though. I think getting my light team at level will ultimately do wonders, I think. And then maybe I could go on a nice, perfect run, if you will. All right, let's get these guys taken care of here. I'm saving Squinch's ability so he doesn't kill that bunny. I don't want them coming back. So I'm gonna kill everybody else first. And now we'll work on just killing her. I didn't want Elrakis and Braum out there at the same time. Braum hits pretty hard. They whacked her pretty good. Yeah, I'll heal her just so she stays alive. And it starts powered. We'll do that on the next floor. If we survive. All right. Going strong. There's 2 floors left, 10 and 11. Goblin teams might be able to natively handle this one on floor 11. I don't know. We got Nivius to work with here. He's obviously going to be a little bit of a nuisance. We'll focus on one person at a time. Truthfully, dealing with snow monsters is going to be better than dealing with Shadowblade, for example. So we will be working on Shadowblade first. He's going to be the most potent damage dealer. We'll silence him, and then we will isolate him. The longer that we keep Nivius um, out of the realm of you know playability, the better, because then that'll give us a chance to work on everybody else. We don't need a break for the need a break skill. What we need is Nub Nub to get his cooldown so we can give energy back to Gretel to do the, um, you know, the bunny thing again. Again, we're not using Squinch's AoE ability. We don't want to be in a spot where we're letting those other guys come back. That's why we get rid of Shadowblade first. He whacked out a sizable chunk of Nub Nub's health. as I knew that he probably would. All right, perfectly done there. Heal up. Wait our turn. Oh, I should have used energy. Thankfully, thankfully, let's break her shield to go after her next. We can still take care of. We can't take care of him. What the hell? It's a debuff. Oh, I see. I see how it's gonna be. I need to think for just a moment here. I don't want to waste my polymorph on anybody. Like I could use it on Mariko right now. Mariko does some gnarly things too. I think I just have to, and then we'll hit both of them with some burn. Because I have a turn. I have a turn yet. Remember, so um, we should be able to silence. I can't silence because he's apparently had some energy reset or something. It's kind of sucky. But now my regular bunny thing is back, so we'll isolate Lorelei, and then um, we just have to wait it out long enough. She's burning. Let's see if we get a little extra boost on her. Perfect. And haste, I don't care about haste. Um, yeah, we're just gonna do some basic attacks here to get abilities back up. Try not to die. We should be in a good spot where we get to constantly keep um, should be able to constantly keep Nibius in a state of polymorph. That's our goal here. Burning chop this guy. There we go. And another pot shot. Okay, Nibius with silence, I think. What do I got here? No, I don't need silence. I'm going to silence Mariko so he doesn't do anything. And then we'll work on polymorph on Nibius. And that, the only downside here is we're at risk of killing that bunny now. I need to think here. I don't remember where Gretel's ability was at. We'll save this for one turn so I can make a better educated guess here. Because I want silence for Miko here. That's critical against Nibius here. I can't have him doing anything. So it's likely that I'll be using that on him. And Gretel's will come back very close to natively. Silence on one term, and maybe the bunny's back on the next one. Maybe. So let's guarantee that we get the silence back, which we did. Basic attacks until he comes out. And heals. Just for the regeneration. Alright, silence. Silence is golden. At this point here, we cannot do bunnies anymore. Silence is our best bet here, and then hit him with the one debuff and hope that we can pop him. Bingo, bango, bongo. Circle gets the square. See, you talk it out and you think about how to do these tactics. Don't sleep on Miko and Gretel. Gretel can be really annoying and lackluster sometimes, but damn, she can come through with those bunnies in the clutch if you play it just right. All right, we're going to start not necessarily silenced. Miko is going to take care of some of that. They don't have a healer. They have two tanks. And then just got to get through some damage, and then I think we have pretty much our entire roster left, right? I mean, I should be able to get something available on these guys here. So see how the goblins do first, and then we'll round things up. In between, I mean, I have another 15 guys that are all around level 50 that should do some damage, right? So the best thing about Miko is it sends the silence back to Jin, which is just awesome. Um, but without Jin on my own team here, I have a bad feeling that Serenity is just going to unleash hell. I'm also really glad that Wrath isn't starting with taunting. But hey, how's this for a big old middle finger to Serenity? Like I said, don't sleep on Gretel. Oh, this is gonna rock his world. Oh, it's gonna feel so good to take him out. Never even got his attack off, really. All right, let's see if I can remember who was where. We have a turn or two, so let's find out who's got abilities. We're likely going to want Gretel's multi back again, too. Screw. Let's see. Miko's going to come up with silence natively. That is excellent. Yep, Gretel needs the multi. So we'll have two turns in a row then where she can do her bunny stuff. I don't know why those guys are hitting me so hard. Geez, they're just bunnies, right? Okay, so silence on it's got to be on Serenity. Has to be. Um, what did I miss time here? I think I was supposed to use my shoot. I think I was supposed to use my ability on Gretel and not Miko. Miko was struggling for health, so I think I just healed him out of instinct. Shoot. Well, we got to do this to Wrath. I can't have a taunt right now. I just can't. Although, shoot, Bramble can taunt too, right? I needed to pay attention. I needed to pay better attention. I absolutely needed to pay better attention. Because if I would have given the energy to Gretel, I think I would have been right at about cooldown and been able to redo what I wanted to do. All right, we need a guaranteed kill shot. She's got 1, 2, 3 debuffs. That should kill her outright. Thank you very much. Taunt or don't taunt. These guys don't do damage. So, hoo-ha. We should be at our best run so far, at the very least, because we're going to be having run the entire tower with only 4 casualties. That is pretty awesome, if you ask me. And I'm by no means a powerhouse in this game. I'm certainly not one of the elite players yet. I'm still technically pretty new. I'm just gonna put the bunny on him. I just don't want both of them doing. I don't want them doing both of their abilities to me. So if one of them is polymorphed, it's better for the entire team here. Interesting. Where I'm at with time. I guess I'm probably gonna finish this about 20 minutes earlier than normal. So I was thinking that was still right, pretty close to a normal length run. But all things considered, I am actually going quite a bit faster. So okay, here we go. Wrath with a silence. Yes, please and thank you. Now we can just hit away. Yeah, he's a tough hitter. He is a tough hitter. Imagine that. I always thought of him as kind of a patsy, if you will. Give the energy back to Miko for more silence is the plan here. And then I can heal with Nub Nub. I would hate to see Nub Nub go this late in the game to someone like Wrath, to be honest. Should I try to kill him? No, let's play it safe. Really don't need to get cocky here and have a failed attempt to kill him, but that was pretty awesome. So last time I checked, we are on what I like to call a winning streak as far as the tower. Now, either I've been blessed with some really good towers with lack of Rayla and Construct teams, or I'm just playing it that well. We know Chromos is nothing, so let's basic attack this one into the end. So, if you have personally beaten the tower with all light team, I would like to know how do you go about keeping Jin alive? Do you not set hard and fast rules like I did? Like my big rule with Echo, that I learned that the last time without having Echo do his thing. I found myself always one turn off every two or three floors, one turn off of missing a bit of energy, and that screws up Rayla, it screws up everybody. Um, but at the end of the day, I think if there's AoEs in there, Jin is going to be susceptible, and I just don't know how to handle it. Maybe I should have been doing more of the gift of flight. But even then, if he takes magic damage, he takes magic damage, and that's not going to help anyways. So, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see something else specifically, I can do my best to accommodate. You saw my current XP potion supply. I'm not going to be able to bring in too many other teams to this one very easily. So best I can suggest is to keep working on the light team, build them up a little bit higher, and then um, maybe I'll be able to carry them a little bit further. For now, we'll have to get by with what we got, and that's that. So appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you again next week. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching, and remember, I make YouTube videos for the American working man, because that's what I am, and that's who I care about.